You guys hear my stomach? That was so loud. Oh my gosh, it's still going. I'm not even... Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be kind of a weird video, so just kind of bear with me. Today is March 1st, and it's Thursday, and I turned 16 on March 5th, which is Monday. So I wanted to kind of do a 15 things I learned / things I'll miss, things I'm excited for video while I get ready for my show that I have this weekend with my school. And I'm just curling my hair. It's nothing big, but I have a little list right here of things that I'm gonna miss. And so I just want to talk about that with you guys because I thought it's the perfect timing because my birthday is the day after this video will go up. So here we go, let's get into it. Before I start, I do want to say that my show is Oklahoma. If you've never seen that show, it's a great, fantastic show, but it's very country-ish. So my hair's gonna look really weird until I get done with the video. But anyways, back to the video. Alright, so I split it into 3 categories. Things I've learned, things I'm excited for about turning 16, and things that I'll miss / one thing that I will not miss. And I just did 5 of each because it makes 15. I'm really good at math if you guys didn't know that. So yeah, here we go. So 5 things I've learned in the 15 years I've been on the earth. Really cool place, I think. But number 1 is I learned how to be different and how to be myself. And I know a lot of people will preach about this and yada yada yada, be yourself, but it's hard because it's really easy to be like everybody else. And YouTube is such a big platform that there's so many YouTubers that are literally the same. And so it's just really, when you learn how to be yourself, it opens up a whole new world and you're just where have I been all my life? Okay, number 2, so if you guys didn't know this, I'm a Christian, love Jesus, he is my Lord and Savior, but it took me 15 years to learn how to live for him and do the will of Christ. It sounds simple, but it's really not, and I struggle with it daily. And so I'm just now learning how to live for Christ, how to be that person that I want to be. I strive to be like Christ every single day, and it's very difficult. But I learned how to do it this year, and it's crazy. So in my 15 years of living, I learned how to be kind. And I'm not just talking about being nice to people. Literally last month, I realized, man, I should shut my mouth and just be kind. And it's one of those things that it's a no-brainer, you think, until you're in the situation and you have to be kind. Crap. And so it's just it's crazy. You don't even think about it. But yeah, I've just now learned to be that girl that reaches out to people and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Why did it take me this long to ask? It's ridiculous. So it's kind of cool. Be that person. If you aren't that person already, be that person, because it's so cool when you say hey to someone just out of being kind and they tell you all their problems and you're like, man, I did not know this. Let me be your new best friend, because that's how it always is for me. Okay, this is something that is very embarrassing to admit, but I'm going to admit it. I'm just now learning, not now, but when I first turned 15, I had a little bit of a learning curve with left turns. Nobody told me how left turns work. And so I was literally in an intersection one time, gonna kill my entire family in the car, and my mom's like, this is how a left turn works. Nobody told me. So if you're watching this and you have kids, please make sure that they know how left turns work. Because I did not know that you had to yield and crap, and I only knew how right turns worked with the whole you can go on red thing. And so yeah, make sure your kids know how to do a left turn, because my mom didn't do that until it was literally gonna kill us. So the last thing in my list that I learned in my 15 years is, and I just learned this a couple months ago, it just applied to me, I guess. Guys, I'm awful at this. So your friends are going to be in your life for a long time if you have good ones. And they're always going to be there for you. But something that I did not realize is how important your family is over your friends. Your friends, you're always going to want to hang out with them and do all the fun stuff with them. But they are not going to be there when literally no one else is. Like, literally my mom is my best friend because she's there when my friends can't be. And so just know that, guys, that right now, if you're an average teenager like I am, your friends are your top priority, but your family is the people that will be there forever. Your friends might go on and get married and have lives, and you hang out with them eventually, but they're not going to be there like your family's going to be there. And it just now hit me, and so it's crazy. Okay, now I'm going to do 5 things I'm excited for about turning 16. There's a lot of things, but I had to like narrow it down, and most of them are about me like getting my license, so this is going to be a little boring, but we're going to get through it. The first thing is me getting my license. Surprise. Just because it's different having your permit and then getting your license. Like, it's a crazy new world, and you can drive alone and all these things. So I'm just very excited for that. Going along with the license, another thing I'm really excited for is freedom, because you get a lot of freedom when you can drive yourself places and your parents don't always have to be around. So I'm nervous about that, but I'm also very excited. Okay, this next one that I'm super excited for is like, a lot of people would not be excited for this, but I'm a little bit of like a nerd, kind of. So I'm really excited to take anatomy in the fall. For some reason, my mom decided that she wanted me to be a junior to take anatomy, and I'm taking chemistry right now, and it's absolutely the worst because I'm awful at math. So, yeah, I'm really excited because I want to be a nurse someday, random fact. And, I don't know, anatomy's always been super cool because the human body is so crazy, and, like, how it works is just absolutely amazing. Like, God, you did a great job with bodies and how you made them. Like, they're freaking cool. And really weird, too. Have you guys ever thought about how weird, like, human bodies are? Going back to the driving, I am so excited to drive alone. I love my mother, but
I only love my bed and my mama.
I hate driving with her because sometimes, like, me going fast in her eyes is like me driving a race car. And so, you know, it'll just be a little bit more... Oh, goodness, this isn't working for me. It'll be a little bit more fun when I can drive myself and go as fast as I think is appropriate. Something else I'm really excited for is just the future in general, because God has a plan for your life, for my life, for your cousin's life, for your neighbor's life, and it's crazy to see where he takes you, because you think you know the plans that God has, you know, you want it to work out this way and this way, but then God takes the wheel and he's just like, oh honey, you thought that was gonna happen, and then it totally did not happen. So I'm just excited to see, like, overall, even though I'm still young, I have my whole life ahead of me. I hopefully, we'll see. But, so it's exciting to see where the future is gonna go. Okay, for this next section, I wanted to do things I'll miss about being 15. And then one thing I will not miss, and it happens all the time, and it's freaking annoying. We'll get to that later. So things I will miss. I will miss not having to pay for everything, because my mom told me that when I get a car and I start driving that, like, I'm gonna have to pay for my gas and part of my insurance, and I'm just like, but I don't have money, like, I'm broke. So I'll let you guys know how that works out for me. But yeah, not paying for stuff is something I'll definitely miss. This one's kind of like a deeper topic, I guess, but I'll say it anyways. And it's not really that big of a deal, but I guess I'll miss, like, my childhood innocence. I feel like 16 is like, it's not a big step up from 15. You still have the same problems, but it's kind of like, I guess the world views you as an adult now that you can do things alone, like driving, and they put more responsibility on you. So I think I'm just gonna miss, like, oh, you're 15, well, you don't have to worry about that. And now that I'm 16, it's like, man, college is, like, coming up. And, like, so, you know, I'll just miss I guess how society views my age. I guess, yeah, I could say I'll miss that. But I also won't miss it in a way, but I'll get into that later. We'll see. So another thing I will miss is, and for me, schoolwork this year wasn't, like, extremely easy, but it also wasn't, like, really hard. So I've heard that your junior year is the hardest, just because when you're a senior, it's, like, easier and you're ready to go to college, and your junior is kind of like the in-between, between sophomore and senior. So I'm, like, excited for my schoolwork, but I'm also like not looking forward to it getting more difficult, if that makes any sense. Okay, the last thing that I'm gonna miss about being 15, it's not the last thing on my list is just being a sophomore, because I've really enjoyed my high school experience so far, and like I enjoyed being a freshman even though everyone hates freshmen, and I've enjoyed being a sophomore even though nobody cares about sophomores. And I don't know, I've just made a lot of great memories, and God has really like shown me different things in my walk with him and like my walk with my friends. And like, I don't know, like it's been a good year for me, like school wise and like grade wise. And so I hope that next year is just as good. I'll let you guys know. I probably will make it good by 16. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. You guys hear my stomach? That was so loud. Oh my gosh, it's still going. I'm not even hungry. What the heck? Okay, and then the very last thing on my list is something I will not miss about being 15. And so all of my friends, when they're new friends, sometimes when they're old friends and they never asked, they ask me how old I am because I'm really tall, and people say that I'm like, I act older than my age. I mean, who doesn't really? But, and so they ask me how old I am, and I always have to be like, oh, I'm 15, like I'm still a baby in high school. And they're always just like, oh, really? Like, you know, it's awkward sometimes. So I guess I'm excited that I'll be like, oh, I'm 16, like I'm so cool. I can drive a car all by myself and I have a license. So I guess that is something I will definitely not miss about being 15, is when people ask you how old you are and you're like, I'm 15. Like, it's just awkward. And if you're not 15, you will see what I mean in a couple of years when you're trying to be all cool and then you're like, I'm 15. Like, it's not cool, but you gotta make it cool. So that is everything I have on my list. I really enjoyed this video and like rambling, and I'm gonna hate myself when I go back to edit this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear down below in the comments what you guys loved or hated or missed or don't miss about being 15 or being 16. I would love to hear that from you guys. That would be so cool. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, please hit me up down below and I'll have a great time answering those. Don't forget to subscribe, and please like the video if you liked this, like talking video, get ready with me type. I would love to film another one of these videos sometime. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Hopefully with a getting my driver's license vlog, if I get it. So we'll see. Bye guys. Love you.